All right, it's time to do our NFL predictions for week number 16 and through 15 weeks. I have 151 points. Ethan has 148. Brady has 147. Lincoln has 128. So we got week 16, 17, 18 still to go. Plus playoffs change everything. Starting with tonight's game, you have the 11-3 Los Angeles Rams taking on the 11-3 Seattle Seahawks. Now, these are both NFC West teams, possibly the two best teams in the NFL, and that takes place tonight. Even though Seattle's at home, even though Seattle has the same record, all of us have the Rams winning. I probably should have went Seattle just so I could possibly get the double points since nobody else took Seattle, but I went with the Rams. I think they're the better team. And then we have Saturday night games this week, which is going to be interesting. You have the 9-4-1 Green Bay Packers taking on the 10-4 Chicago Bears. Three of us, Ethan, Lincoln, and I, have the Packers. I think the Packers are just playing better right now. Of course, you can't count out the Bears. It's just one of those teams. Are they for real? Brady went with the Bears. Of course, he'll get the double points if he gets it right, and they are in Chicago. They've surprised me all year. They surprised a lot of people, but I went with Green Bay getting the win here. We also all have Philly winning. Philly has not been playing good. They're 9-5 now. But the East is weak. They're going to win the East. And Washington is horrible. They're 4-10. So we all got Philly winning that. Then on to Sunday's games. We all have Buffalo over Cleveland. Cleveland is bad. I think they're just losing out the rest of the year. Of course, they're 3-11. So they've done a lot of losing this year. But all of us have Buffalo. They're playing well. They might still end up winning the division. We'll find out. We also, Brady, myself, Ethan, have the Chargers over Dallas. Lincoln went with Dallas. They're home. Dallas should have won against Minnesota, and they didn't. They probably shouldn't beat Philly. They did. They probably shouldn't have tied to Green Bay. They did. Probably shouldn't have beat Kansas City, and they did. So this is a game they probably could win because this is the game they shouldn't win. Chargers are playing really well. I'm going to go with the Chargers, but anything can happen. It's kind of the upside down in Dallas. Kansas City, of course, they're out without Mahomes. He's injured, and they're officially out of the playoffs. Ethan and I still have them winning, though, because Tennessee is just that bad. Lincoln and Brady, we split there. They went with Tennessee. Brady and Lincoln have the Jets. Ethan and I have New Orleans. Both of these teams are bad. I think New Orleans, though, they've got a couple wins the last few weeks, last month or so. So I'm going to go with New Orleans here. But, this could be the bottom of the barrel right there. You also have Minnesota at the Giants. Speaking bottom of the barrel, now Minnesota played really good against the Cowboys. We all have Minnesota. Giants are bad. Giants have injuries, though. The question is what J.J. McCarthy will show up. And, against the Giants, they should do pretty good. We got Minnesota. The Tampa Bay-Carolina game, both 7-7. This is probably going to end up being for the division, even though there's a few weeks left. Tampa Bay's just not playing well. They keep losing. Carolina's keeps winning. So Brady and I have Carolina. Ethan and Lincoln have Tampa Bay. It really could go either way because, like we said, they're 7-7, 7-7. Then you have the Patriots against Baltimore. We all took the Patriots. Another one of these surprises, kind of like the Bears. I thought they would be improved. I didn't think they'd be this great. And Baltimore's just had a horrific season. Injuries, started out with a tough schedule. And then I thought they kind of turned it around. And then, they really haven't. Of course, they still can win the division. The division is weak. And they did shut out the Bengals last week, which is a surprise. But I still think Patriots win this. Pittsburgh's probably going to win that division. Jacksonville, Denver, two really good teams. Denver, who would have thought it? They're the only team that is officially clinched for the AFC. They got 12 wins. Jacksonville's got 10 wins. It should be a fun game. Brady went with Jacksonville. The rest of us have Denver. We all have Atlanta. I don't have their record there. I think they've won 4 or 5. Arizona's bad, though. They've only won 3. We all took Atlanta. We all got Detroit. Now, this is must win for Detroit. Now, it's really must win for Pittsburgh because if Baltimore happens to win and Pittsburgh loses, Baltimore probably takes the lead in that division, and somebody's going to get a home game, either Pittsburgh or Baltimore, because the division's so weak. But there have to be a division winner. The Lions could very well miss the playoffs. There's a good chance of it, them missing the playoffs. If they lose this, I think they're out or they're done. It was just a surprise. A lot of people had the Lions in the Super Bowl, and they might even make the playoffs. But we all have Detroit winning this. We all have Houston over Vegas. Houston's been playing really good the last few weeks, last month or so. Vegas is bad. Could be the worst team. Them and Tennessee, I don't. Browns, they're all bad. Vegas has only won 2 games. Cincinnati, I thought Burrow back. This team's going to turn it around, and if they won out, it's a couple things. Pittsburgh loses one. Baltimore, they could win this division. However, they lost last week, shut out by Baltimore, and so they are out of the playoffs officially. Miami, they lost to Pittsburgh. They're officially out. We split this one. 2 of us have Cincinnati, and me and Lincoln went with Miami winning. We all have the Niners. They somehow always find a way to win. Very tough division, 10-4. Indy, the collapse of the year. Halfway through the year, they were the best team in football. They have not won too many games. Quarterback out. They bring back Rivers. The coach has got to go. I don't know. What a collapse. They'll lose this week, and then they'll be out in the playoffs. Week 16, and then we'll be back early next week because there's some Christmas Day games. I'm gonna try to do the prediction maybe Tuesday or something. We'll see. Maybe not. It might wait to Christmas Day. Week 16 of the NFL.